All right, we are ready for a drawing tour. Who are you and what did you do?
Oh, I'm Nancy, and this is my drawing of my neighbor's home.
Wait, you didn't say who you are.
My name
What
is,
makes you famous as Nancy?
I was an art teacher, so
Okay.
I did have some experience.
But I think what makes you really famous is that you're the mother of Scott.
Scott, right.
Right?
Now, Scott,
That's your true claim to fame.
Scott could never get in an art class, so
He's pretty artistic.
missed out.
I've seen some of the
he's
stuff
good
he's done.
photographer.
Yeah.
And he did good ceramics.
He'd make a good model too, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he could model.
But okay, now you can tell us about what you've done. I love your shirt, by the way.
Oh, thank
It's
you.
always wearing cool stuff every
Well,
time I see
I did that sketch yesterday,
it. Okay.
and I decided to improve on the composition. I needed to put more rocks in the foreground.
Is this here?
Right.
Oh my gosh.
There
This is
we
so
are.
beautiful. So those are the pandanus trees, which we don't
Yes.
see any here. Those are the coconuts right
Yeah,
there.
and these rocks are going to be gray with flowers growing over them here.
I love it.
And there's a nice bush over here
Mm-hmm.
with some red-orange flowers on it.
Is that a hammock? No, what's
That's this is their bedroom on the second floor, and
Okay.
that's their little umbrella
that? Oh, okay.
on
right.
sunny days.
Got the tile roof going.
Yes, this is a thatched roof, but I'm going to paint that in
Oh yeah.
so I didn't confuse it with the palm trees when I.
So this is the next door neighbor's place in the
That's
background.
right, the Browns' home.
That is
You can't see it.
can't
This
see
is-
it. It's great that you can't see it because there's just nothing but tropical foliage between
That's
us and them.
right.
Yeah.
So that's what that is.
That is really cool.
Yeah.
Right on. And I love your little spot that you got over here. It's perfect. Little bench.
That's right. It's a great place to paint in the morning.
I'm gonna build a roof
Out
just
in the
like this.
afternoon.
Yeah. Right on. And that is a coconut beam right there. That used to be a coconut
Yes.
tree.
You know, I'm glad they left us that color because that would really get dirty.
Right.
quickly. But that's a former color.
Uh-huh. Right on. Well, I love what you did. That's awesome.
Okay.
Super
well,
awesome.
I hope it turns out well. I'm going to go inside and paint this afternoon. It's
Paradise. Okay, Nancy,
It
so you
works.
are an art teacher. We want an art lesson. So you sketched it. Can you tell us about that?
I did. I sat down there and looked at it. I did not go with the intention of sketching, but when I saw it, I could envision an interesting composition.
And this is basically you walk down to the other side of the house to look back at the house.
I walked down, it's always nice in the morning down there by the ocean. It's cooler.
I saw you walk down there once and turn around and
I
look at
always
the house.
take my crossword puzzle book and a sketchbook.
Okay.
And then I have the option of doing one or the other. So when I was so impressed with this view, then I did that instead of the.
Okay, so first you do the sketch. So I was
Yes.
confused. Now you have this like translucent paper that you improved the drawing on.
Yes, I traced this.
Did you actually trace it?
Yes, this is tracing.
Because it's the same. So it's
paper.
the same scale,
Oh, I
same
put
size.
it.
Okay. So this is a tracing of the original one, and it's a slight
Yes,
improvement
and
of
I
it.
improved things.
Yeah, more detail.
Exactly.
Okay.
Well, yeah, a little more detail.
And then what's the next step after you create this tracing paper? What's the purpose of the tracing
Then-
paper?
Because by doing it on here, instead of on the watercolor paper directly, it's hard to clean up. In other words, if I change my mind, I destroy the surface of the watercolor paper.
So you have a light
and I get
rendition.
too much lead on it.
So this lead leaks through? Is that what it does? Like, how do you get these imprints here from this?
After I traced from this on a clean sheet, which I don't have now, then I have a pencil drawing.
Okay.
Then I go over it with ink because I have to, when I flip it over to do this, which is a substitute for carbon,
Oh.
I can see where to put the pencil. So in other words, I've used ink twice.
Okay.
Once to make it dark enough, and then to transfer it to the watercolor paper. So it's been
So you inked this side a little bit,
yeah.
and then that's what created these imprints, or these.
That's
This
right.
just light coloration of.
That's
this
right.
gives you a scaffold of like how to build upon this, and you see all the scale is there.
Right.
So you see there's
So now
there's
I
the
will.
palm trees.
Yeah.
There's the house, just
But I
barely
don't
on
want
there.
it too dark because
Right.
if I erase on it, it smears the lead all over the paper.
Uh-huh.
It's hard to clean up.
And is this, how long will this take to get your watercolor done once you start working on the final substrate?
3 or 4 hours.
So I might see it
Oh,
before I
maybe
leave.
2.
I leave on Monday, tomorrow.
Yeah,
so
you'll
hopefully
see
I'll see it.
at least 3/4 of it.
All right, well that's a really wild
Depends on the weather. Depends on the
multi-step
weather.
process. I love it.
Yeah.
I get it now. Now I get it. So is this procedure something that you learned or was taught to you? Or how'd you start doing this
Because when I'm down here and I don't have the stores that I'm normally used to, I have to come up with a way to do it.
to innovate?
Yes. Normally, I would use carbon paper.
Oh, okay. Then the carbon puts the imprint on
Yeah.
for you. But so you had to do it this way because you couldn't
I had
get
to
carbon
figure
paper.
that out last year when I first came down here because I couldn't go to a store and buy exactly what I needed.
Right. Okay. I get it. It's a cool story how to innovate. Okay, so
Oh no, no.
no, I know it's sad. It's a sad day. Why is it a sad day? Why is it a sad day? What's that?
Well, I want to finish this today.
But why is today a sad day?
It's a sad day
Yeah.
because Gary's leaving.
Oh no! Give a half naked guy a hug. All right. She bit the bait. And so, all right. So tell us how far you've gotten on your beautiful painting here.
Well, I have a lot more to do.
And this is this property, right? This is
Yes,
Scott's
I have to work on getting some more darks into the rocks.
Okay.
This is probably going to stay the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
And this is okay. Now
I
I
like
have to
that.
work on the house.
Mm-hmm.
I have to get the right color.
Okay.
And so I'll be working on that. And then when I do the rocks, I definitely want more darks in the front because that's in the foreground. I may put some sky in, and when I get it to the point that I'm happy with it, then I'll be making it into cards. Have it digitized, and then I'll be able to make a card.
Will the point that you're happy with it include your favorite son Scott in his sombrero standing up there, or is
Well,
he?
no,
He's
I'm
not.
not.
In,
I'll tell you why.
you see enough of him already.
Yes, and this is my neighbor's house.
Oh, I thought that was
I
here.
want to give her.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
I want to give this to her, the original.
Okay, well, that'd be
After
great.
I have it
Frame it.
digitized so I can make.
Sign it too. Date it.
Yes, I'll have to sign it.
Right.
And I always write the date on the back, so she'll know when I did it.
Right on.
So now I left a margin. It looks a little more finished that way.
I like it like that.
And
so
they're going to leave a margin on the cards, whether I do that or not.
And what's behind the curtain?
Well, this was a little
Look at
Mexican
this.
scene.
There's your signature right there. The
Yeah.
famous artist
Uh-huh.
Nancy Sowarby.
This is the one when I went down there the other day. I usually go down to the Palapa.
Oh, this is a place where they watch
By the
TV from the
ocean.
street.
Yeah, that's a street scene.
Yeah, that's
Scott
great.
knows the name.
Yeah, there's a
I made up all the people, but that is
Yeah.
the actual street.
yeah, there's a place where they watch TV
They're
in the
watching
street.
TV.
They sit and put all their chairs in the street,
Exactly.
and the sidewalk's 2 feet wide, and there's this. They have
That's
like a
right.
bar and they have a TV.
That's
People
right.
order
That's
drinks.
their open living room, actually.
Oh, is that what it
That's
is?
not
That's great.
closed. Everything's open.
That's great.
Except I think they hang a sheet over the bedroom.
I like the dude working on the car there. And then with this one, where's this from?
This is the division between Scott's home and the neighbors.
Oh, yeah, the big
Mrs.
boulders.
Brown.
Right.
And then when I went down there, but sitting by the plop, I could see this, and I turned around, and that's when I saw this.
I was gonna say, so that's
Four
the next door
rocks.
neighbor's house.
Yes.
Yeah, I thought that.
Only I was looking.
I
for-
recognize. I'll show you those rocks right now. They have this massive rock wall all around their property. You can see a little bit of it right there, and you can see their structure right there. Because there's so much privacy
Yes,
here, you don't even
and
know they're
I was
there.
looking from the ocean up the hill towards this.
Right.
And that was the best view of her house.
This is almost like a series of their property.
Yeah, that's what inspired me, because I knew that I was happy with that way that painting turned out.
Mm-hmm.
And so when I saw this, I thought, I think that's a good subject.
Nice.
And so I think she'll be happy, because she's been very generous and has let me paint at other scenes in her yard. But this was the best one.
Nice.
Because I was painting those when I first got down here in the tropics. And,
Sweet.
There's so much beautiful foliage.
Yeah.
And I've been painting now for 6 months down here.
It's the best place to do it. All right. I want one more big hug, because then I'm going to get in that truck over there with the
Okay.
surfboards on it and go.
Mom, as your manager, I must tell you that you have an appointment with 60 Minutes in like 15.
You better get in with the makeup crew first, and the wardrobe people.
Oh, yes.
You might want to hit
Have
craft
do-
services right before
Oh,
you do it,
that's
so you're
right.
not hungry
Okay.
while you're filming.
All
All right,
right.
one more big hug. Come on, let's go. Hold the camera. Let's get a big hug. Big hug. Whoa! Yeah, it's fun hanging out.
I bet you've never hugged a hairier man than Gary.
And I trimmed it. Sometimes it's hairier. All right, let's go surf.
Let's go.